If you ever wondered how your morning habits might impact your relationship with God, in this video we will explore 13 morning habits that most people don't realize can displease God. These aren't just minor habits. They could be affecting your spiritual life in ways you never imagined. Don't miss a single detail, because the more you understand, the better you'll know how to live in accordance with His will. If you're interested in learning how to please God every day, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any important videos to come. Let's get started. Number 1. Complaining upon waking. Every morning when you wake up, you have the power to decide how to begin your day, to greet it with gratitude or with complaints. The Bible reminds us, do everything without grumbling or arguing. Philippians 2:14. This is more than advice for peaceful living. It's the key to nurturing inner tranquility and freeing oneself from the weight of negativity. The first mood you adopt upon waking greatly impacts how you view the day and how you interact with others. Imagine that each morning, instead of complaints, you greet the day as an opportunity for growth and change. With just a small shift in mindset, your entire day's experience can change significantly. Even Jesus, when facing the greatest trial of his life, chose not to complain but to fully submit to the Father's will, displaying absolute trust in the divine plan despite the suffering to come. Each day is a gift to us as well. Let's choose to start with gratitude, welcoming everything with a positive attitude rather than letting complaints overshadow our beginning. Number 2. Delaying commitments or prayer. When you delay responsibilities or hesitate to connect with God, you're missing a great opportunity to grow and renew your spiritual life. Proverbs 13:4 teaches, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." This delay is not only a lack of respect for your own and others' time, but also hinders you from building a strong spiritual discipline that can help reduce stress and anxiety in life. Imagine you're a farmer standing before a vast field but deciding to keep the seeds in their bag. Days pass, the field remains empty, and you have nothing to harvest simply because you delayed planting. Looking at the bountiful fields around you, how would you feel? Regretful, self-blaming? The lost harvest wasn't due to a lack of conditions, but a lack of determination to act on time. Similarly, every time we delay prayer, we are passing up an opportunity to receive peace from God, who is always ready to listen to our worries. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. When we forget these moments, we're rejecting the grace and love God is ready to give. So don't let hesitation stop you from living a meaningful new day. Turn each commitment and moment of prayer into an opportunity for spiritual growth and to strengthen your relationship with your Creator. Number 3. Lack of planning for the day. Not using time intentionally means you're not valuing the gift God has given you. Ephesians 5:15-16 reminds us, "Be very careful then how you live, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." When you don't plan, you risk missing significant moments that God has arranged for you to grow and fulfill your mission. Imagine building a house without a blueprint. Everything becomes chaotic and uncontrolled. A day without a plan is similar. You can easily become lost and fail to achieve desired results. An unorganized day leads to stress, as you'll always be reacting instead of taking initiative. This is not the life God wants for you. He desires that you live with clarity and purpose, making the most of every opportunity in each moment. Time is finite. It cannot be bought or borrowed from anyone. Each person has a mission designated by God. Cherish every moment that God gives you to do all things well. Start each day with a moment of reflection and planning. Pray for God's guidance to help you prioritize and accomplish your tasks. Let every plan be not just a time management tool, but a wise act, showing your commitment to the path God has set for you. Number 4. Neglecting physical health. Have you ever stopped to think that neglecting physical health not only affects you, but also reflects a lack of respect for God's divine work within you? The Holy Spirit dwells within our bodies, 1 Corinthians 6:19-20, and each time you neglect your health, you waste the gift God has given you. Think about this. Every morning you wake up is a new opportunity to use your body not just for yourself, but to glorify Him. Neglecting simple choices like healthy eating and exercise can lead to fatigue, stress, and a feeling of not having enough energy to live fully. This affects not only your quality of life, but also hinders you from fulfilling God's mission in the best possible way. Have you ever felt stuck in fatigue or a lack of vitality, wondering why everything seems to weigh you down? Every day we're given the chance to choose a life that God desires. Small decisions about diet, exercise, and rest are not just ways to care for ourselves, but are acts of gratitude and reverence toward God. When you neglect your health, you're rejecting the chance to live a full, happy, and strong life. Think about that, and next time you're tempted to skip healthcare, remember that each small action has the power to change your life. Number 5, consuming excessive negative news. Drowning your mind in negative news in the morning, you're trapping yourself in anxiety. Imagine this. As soon as you wake up, you open your eyes and are immediately flooded with negative news about the world. This unintentionally sows anxiety and fear in your mind, robbing your soul of the peace God desires for you. The Bible advises us in Philippians 4:8, "Think about whatever is true, noble, pure, and lovely." Yet, when we choose to fill our morning with the world's storms, insecurity quickly invades our hearts and minds, stealing the peace God has given. Have you ever thought about starting the day with words of hope and faith encouragement instead of negative news? What you feed your mind at the start of the day shapes your emotional state and sets the course for the entire day. The Bible also reminds us that a cheerful heart is good medicine, Proverbs 17:22. But a troubled soul will drain you from within. By choosing to distance ourselves from anxiety-inducing news and focus on uplifting things, we not only protect our mental health but follow God's principles that lead us to a peaceful and fulfilling life. So ask yourself, what will you let shape your mind as you start the day? Choose things that reflect your faith and values, so you can face challenges with a peaceful mind and a heart fortified by the truth of the gospel. Number 6, overlooking moments of gratitude. Imagine a quiet morning as the first rays of sunlight filter through the curtains, illuminating everything with a warm and hopeful glow. You sit there, on the edge of your bed, with thoughts lingering from sleep. This is a crucial moment, a choice that will shape your mood for the entire day. Take a few quiet moments to be grateful, or dive straight into the busyness of life. My friend, this is a precious opportunity we often overlook. Have you ever thought about starting the day with words of hope and faith encouragement instead of negative news? What you feed your mind at the start of the day shapes your emotional state and sets the course for the entire day. Missing this moment means we're overlooking not just a simple habit, but forgetting to express gratitude to the one who has given us every good thing. Psychology has shown that starting the day with gratitude can significantly improve your mood and emotions. When you feel gratitude, the parts of your brain related to joy and reward are activated, bringing a comforting sensation that spreads throughout your body, like warmth filling you on a cold day. Look at Job, who lost everything yet still said, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away, may the name of the Lord be praised." Job 1:21. Even in his deepest suffering, Job found a reason to give thanks, showing a profound faith and reverence for God's power, even beyond human understanding. Tomorrow I invite you to try a simple yet powerful practice. Spend a few minutes each morning reflecting on the things you've been given, however small. Be grateful for breath, light, and even a simple breakfast. Give thanks for a new day, and feel how this small act can transform not just your day, but your entire life. Number 7, overlooking small joys. Have you ever wondered why life sometimes feels empty and meaningless even though you're giving your best? It's very possible that you're overlooking the small blessings God scatters along your path each day. The gentle warmth of the morning sun, the innocent smile of a child, these aren't just fleeting moments but priceless gifts from the Creator. In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, the Bible reminds us, "Give thanks in all circumstances." This is a call for you to pause and appreciate even the smallest things. Are you passing by these moments without recognizing God's loving presence? Psychology has shown that gratitude can transform emotions, helping us become happier and more content. Imagine starting your day by pausing, observing, and truly appreciating the blessings around you. Instead of getting swept up in life's pressures, take some time to thank God for the seemingly small things. Even Jesus taught that the sacred is often found in humility and simple moments. So I challenge you, tomorrow when you wake up, don't let the small joys slip by. Recognize them as gifts from God, subtle but powerful blessings. As you start to see value in these small things, your life will gradually transform. You'll find deep joy, inner peace, and the strength to face every challenge in life. Are you ready for this challenge? Let tomorrow be the first day you live with gratitude and appreciate each moment. Number 8. Indifference to helping others. When we ignore others' pain, we not only go against the commandment to love our neighbors, but also dim the light of compassion God has placed within us. The Bible clearly teaches, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. This isn't advice to be overlooked, but a call to action, a call to open our hearts and hands to help those in need. When you choose to ignore someone in need, whether on the street, at work, or even in your own home, you're denying one of the gospel's core principles. Think of the parable of the Good Samaritan, who didn't turn away but instead stopped to care for the injured man. He not only healed his wounds, but ensured his recovery. Jesus told this story to illustrate what true neighborly love is, Luke 10:30-37. Our daily lives are filled with Samaritan moments, opportunities to extend a helping hand, even through small actions. Each time you choose to help, it's a display of faith, a way of affirming the love of Christ within you. Remember not to miss the light of mercy within you, reminding yourself to practice it whenever possible. Number 9. Speaking ill of others. This is the poison that destroys relationships. Have you ever found yourself in negative conversations where ill words spread like wildfire? These malicious comments are not only poison for our souls, but also spread, breaking relationships and polluting our surroundings. The Bible warns in Ephesians 4:29, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up." When you start your day with negative or critical words, it not only harms your heart, but also diminishes the worth of others. Imagine that instead of encouraging, you choose to speak critically. Each negative word is like a stone thrown into a still pond, creating ripples that affect everyone around. Jesus called us to be the light of the world so that our words and actions reflect truth and love. Yet when we choose to speak ill, we deny this divine calling, contributing to darkness instead of bringing light. James 3:10 reminds us, "Out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be." Remember not to miss the light of mercy within you, reminding yourself to practice it whenever possible. Number 10. Lack of patience with family. Have you ever noticed that just a bit of impatience in the morning can completely change the atmosphere in the family? When we let the rush and stress of life take over, precious family moments can be ruined. The Bible teaches clearly in 1 Corinthians 13:4, "Love is patient, love is kind." Yet when we allow impatience to dominate during rushed mornings, we go against this teaching, sowing seeds of conflict and insecurity in the very place we call home. Imagine a morning when the pressure of time and family responsibilities weighs on everyone. Just one harsh word or thoughtless reaction can deeply hurt your loved ones. In such moments, patience is more needed than ever. Yet ironically, it's the hardest to achieve. Psychologically, impatience doesn't just create immediate tension, but can leave a lasting mark on family relationships, especially for vulnerable children. Each moment of impatience is like sandpaper, gradually wearing down trust and safety, fracturing family bonds. So let every parent, sibling, or family member remember that just one deep breath on a busy morning can change everything. Seek patience from God and see each interaction as an opportunity to show love, a love that always protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:7. You can choose patience and love instead of stress starting right now, because these moments are what create lasting strength in your family. Number 11, neglecting family time. Neglecting morning moments with family can gradually erode the foundation of our home. Ephesians 6:4 reminds us, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." This is not just about guidance and discipline, but also about giving the time and attention needed to nurture family bonds and build emotional and spiritual health for loved ones. Instead of rushed mornings and hurried goodbyes, imagine a time set aside for listening and sharing joys and concerns. Each moment is like a seed sown in family relationships, gradually blossoming into trust and connection. The Bible holds many examples of families finding strength in bonds nurtured through presence and sharing. Neglecting these moments can create distance and misunderstanding within the family. So let presence become the foundation of family life. Don't let demands and distractions steal precious mornings with those God has entrusted to us to love and guide. Each morning is an opportunity to build a legacy of love and spiritual teaching in our home. Number 12, stinginess. A closed heart toward others' needs is not only a sign of stinginess, but a barrier that blocks the flow of blessings God wants us to share. As 1 Timothy 6:10 warns, "The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil." Beyond spiritual consequences, greed distances us from faith and brings suffering upon ourselves. This is a deep reminder of the harm in clinging to material things and the liberating power of generosity, which fosters a profound connection with both God and community. Imagine a life where every opportunity to share is seen as a burden rather than a joy. The stingy person not only hoards wealth but also deprives themselves of the happiness found in giving, which enriches both giver and receiver. As Jesus taught, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts 20:25. This is not just spiritual teaching but a life truth. Generosity not only frees the soul from the bonds of selfishness, but also builds stronger connections within the community, bringing love and mutual support. So don't let stinginess take root in your heart. See each day as an opportunity to give not only material wealth but also love and kindness, reflecting the compassion and mercy God has granted each of us. Finally, the 13th habit is succumbing to discouragement. Allowing discouragement to overwhelm us first thing in the morning goes against the encouragement in Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. When we let discouragement take over, we unintentionally extinguish the light of hope God has planted within each of us. From there, the day easily spirals into negativity and gloom, making the heart and mind feel heavy. Psychologically, this reinforces negative thoughts, harming mental and emotional health, and making it harder to recognize the opportunities God has placed on our path. Instead of sinking into discouragement, the Bible teaches us to choose perseverance. We can start each day with patience and faith, no matter how difficult the circumstances. Hope is not based on what we face, but on God's unchanging love. Wake up with the determination not to let discouragement dominate, and hold on to hope as a spiritual anchor, steady and secure. Each day is an opportunity to renew and strengthen ourselves through God's constant presence, as He promises renewal and strength. We have just explored 13 morning habits that you may not realize displease God. Don't let these habits affect your relationship with Him. Remember, God calls us to live with gratitude, love, and faithfulness in every action, even the smallest ones in the morning. Each new day is an opportunity to renew our spirit and live according to His will. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share it to help others understand morning habits that can bring them closer to God. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to not miss upcoming videos. Are there any habits you want to change? Leave a comment below, share your thoughts, and let's learn together. Thank God for guiding us on His path, and let's live each day with faith and loyalty. See you in the next videos.